Hi, Aruba travel experts. It's Natasha here with another tip on Tip Thursday. So I have a couple pieces of information. So an update on the embarkation disembarkation card, as it's also known as the ED card. We usually have mentioned and said before that you should have the clients, or even yourself if you're traveling, that all passengers could have started the process more than the 72 hours before the arrival in Aruba. And that would be the basic traveler information, step one in the 5-step process to getting the green check mark. So I just want to give an update on that protocol, that for now going forward, any guest traveling to Aruba must complete the card 72 hours of travel. You cannot do it more than that. So keep that in mind when you're telling your and advising your clients to fill out that embarkation card, that they need to do that within the 72 hours of travel, that they should also, if they are going to upload their molecular PCR approved COVID test beforehand, that they should have the results in hand before they begin that process, because steps 1 through 5 need to be completed all together. So if they are going to take the test beforehand, make sure that the test results are in hand when starting the process for the ED card Aruba. That's the embarkation disembarkation card. Also, I want to remind that if you would like to get your clients expedited through the process upon arrival or departure, like for instance, on departure, you're skipping 6 lines over, think of First Class Aruba. First Class Aruba does pay agents 20% commission. So that's 20% commission. Of course, everything is subject to change, but 20% commission. Morning, Edward. And with that said, your clients will be skipping the lines, especially with the health protocols coming in. Their luggage will be handled and they will be escorted upon arrival through that process. And on the return, of course, skipping 6 lines is a benefit. And as you know, you have to be in the airport 3 hours before the flight. And that helps when you have someone to walk you through the process. And when you end up in a comfortable, air-conditioned departure lounge with small bites and some refreshments, it's also a nice treat. So think of First Class Aruba for that. And I've been getting some questions again about Renaissance Island and seeing flamingos on Flamingo Beach on Renaissance Island. So the short answer is, make sure you book your clients there for a night or 2 if they want to enjoy the flamingos and be guaranteed that, because guests are going to enjoy that exclusive feature when they stay on Renaissance Island. It's because they are a guest of Renaissance Hotel. However, yes, there are some day passes, very few day passes that must be booked directly on the website for Renaissance. So you really cannot get tickets any other way. The clients would have to do that, and there are restricted a number of tickets that are really pricey, or they can book a spa treatment that's normally sold out weeks in advance. So if they're not a guest, again, at Renaissance Hotel, it might be challenging to get your guests to stay or see the flamingos on Renaissance Island. So the best thing to do is book them a trip there. Split the stay. It's not that bad. It's actually a beautiful location. So stay there for a couple nights and then move on to Palm or Eagle Beach, or just keep hopping around, because you can do a staycation and enjoy working from Aruba. We've got great internet service. So keep that in mind. And other tip for you is to check us out next Thursday. So next Thursday, I have a Zoom at 10 a.m. I will be having Montfort 3 Pelican Adventures to provide some insight onto what they do and offer for guests when they are visiting the island. I go through the protocols at 10 a.m. And then on Tuesday next week at 10 a.m., I will be hosting a special guest. We'll have Brickell Bay, and Brickell Bay has a lot to talk about with all of their renovations. So basically that hotel is being transformed. So come and listen, and you can find the registration links in our Aruba Group Experts site here. I'll be posting them shortly, or if you send me an email at n.lee@aruba.com, the links will be on my out of office reply, along with an invite for you to get social and try to grow your business with myself or with one of the other Aruba sales managers. We are more than happy to come to you through Zoom or StreamYard bring your clients on. Let's have an Aruba night, or let's get social and go live and get you to encourage them to travel to Aruba. So that's all I have. I will be enjoying the long weekend coming up, so I will not be available until Tuesday of next week after the weekend, so enjoy if you're having a long weekend, and if not, you can pretend to have one. So I'll see you next week, and have a good one. Thank you for supporting Aruba.